Hello, my name is Joey Espinosa and I am the reporter of this report. My report is all about gender violence. Gender-based violence, or GBV, is any harmful act perpetrated against a person based on socially ascribed gender difference between male and females. It can include physical, sexual, mental, and economic harm, as well as threats, coercion, and manipulation. GBV is a human rights violation that is rooted in gender inequality and affects mainly women and girls. GBV can occur in a public or in a private, and it can be influenced by various social norms around masculinity and femininity. Forms of gender violence. Number one, sexual violence. Any sexual act performed on an individual without their consent. Example, type of sex violence: rape, sexual assault, child sexual abuse, assault by penetration, sexual harassment, picking, indecent exposure. Number two, physical violence. Any act which causes physical harm as a result of unlawful physical force. Physical violence includes beating, burning, kicking, punching, beating, maiming, or killing, or the use of object or weapon. And number three, psychological violence. Any act which causes psychological harm to an individual. Example, psychological violence include acts such as isolation from others, verbal aggression, threats, intimidation, controls, harassment, or stalking, insult, humiliation, and defamation. Economic violence. Any act or behavior which causes economic harm to an individual. Example, economic violence can take the form of property damage, restricting access to financial resource, education, or the labor market, or not complying with economic responsibilities such as alimony. Site, site of gender-based violence. Gender-based violence is a serious violation of human rights and a life-threatening health and protection issue. When people flee their homes, they are often at greater risk of physical, sexual, and psychological violence, such as rape, sexual abuse, trafficking, and forced prostitution. There are four basic kinds of gender stereotype. A stereotype is widely accepted judgment or bias about a person or group, even though it's overly simplified and not always accurate. Stereotypes about gender can cause unequal and unfair treatment because of a person's gender. There is called sexism. Personal trait. Personal traits. For example, women are often accepted to be accommodating and emotional, while men are usually accepted to be self-confident and aggressive. Physical appearance. For example, women are accepted to be thin and graceful, while a man are accepted to be tall and muscular. Men and women are also accepted to dress and groom in ways that are stereotypical to their gender, men wearing pants and short hairstyle, then women wearing dress and makeup. Domestic behavior. For example, some people accept that women will take care of the children, cook and clean the home, while men take care of finance, work on the car, and do the home repairs. Occupation. Some people are quick to assume that teachers and nurses are women, and the pilot, doctor, and engineer are men. Traditional gender stereotype. Woman. Not aggressive, dependent, submissive, passive, home-oriented, emotion, talkative, sensitive, cries a lot, tactful, kind, nurturing. Then man is aggressive, independent, dominant, active, worldly, decisive, thought, rarely cries, logical, analytic, pro, done. The next is hypermasculinity. Sociological terms denoting exaggerated forms of masculinity, virility, and physicality. Scholars have suggested that there are three distinct characteristics associated with the hypermasculine personality. Number one, the view of violence as manly. Number two, the perception of danger as exciting. Hyperfemininity. Hyperfemininity is the exaggeration of stereotype behavior that's believed to the feminine. Hyperfeminine folks exaggerated the qualities they believe to be feminine. This may include being passive, naive, sexually inexperienced, self-flirtatious, graceful, nurturing, and accepting. And next, influence on gender identity stereotypes. Gender stereotypes are beliefs and expectations about how people should behave based on their gender. Gender stereotypes can influence and limit the choices, skill, knowledge, attitude, and identity of young people. For example, stereotypes might make girls less likely to participate in sport or maths, or make boys likely to express their emotion or seek help. Gender stereotypes can also lead to violence, discrimination, and inequality. Influence on gender identity stereotypes. Gender identity is an complicated developmental is believed to be influenced by several factors, namely media, popular culture, gender stereotypes pervasive in the media and popular culture. Salmars 2009 ba yan? Friends, peer groups. Children have been shown to generate gender characters through their interaction with others. Brown 1993. Family. Parents begin to transmit sex role stereotypes as soon as the child is born. School. Become more prominent in the lives of children. Common terms in gender stereotypes. 1. Gender role. 2. Gender division of labor. 3. Gender identity. 4. Gender dysphoria. Number 5. Gender schema. Number 6. Gender consistency. Number 7. Gender script. Number 8. Gender assessment typing. Number 9. Gender expression. Number 10. Gender discrimination.